Hello, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic. I am back with week and block 11 of Moda Blockheads 6. And as you can see here, for this ginormous block, I've decided to use foundation paper piecing. Now, this was a free pattern that I got online, that I found online, so I'll put a link down below if you'd also like to make use of it. As you can see, you can make 4 of these half square triangles just on one A4 piece of paper or letter size paper. This made, the finished size was 3 inch, so it was slightly bigger than what I needed, but I felt it was still going to be a lot quicker to make all of those blocks than doing it separately. So I think there was 11 sheets in total I ended up printing off and stitching and cutting out. So you can see here, this is where I've already piece them together, stitch them together, and this is where I'm just separating the papers now after I've cut them out and just ironing and pressing these. You saw before all of the scraps that came as a result of doing all these pieces, and here you can see all the scraps from cutting it down to size as well. This probably took the majority of time in terms of getting it ready, so God knows how long it would have taken me if I'd have just done the traditional method for each of these many half square triangles. But as you can see here, once they're trimmed up, they're looking pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with them. They did sit in my craft room for a good week or so until I got the courage to continue with this mammoth project. Honestly, if there's another 27-inch block in the Moda Blockheads 6, it will be a pass from me, I'm really sorry to say. It really is beyond my beginner skills. As you can see here, so if you've made this block, you will absolutely know that the layout now of these that I'm about to stitch together is completely wrong. And not only did I stitch the first lot before realising I stitched 2 lots. There's a story behind it, we'll continue with that. But what I'm showing you here, hopefully you can see, I think this particular one you needed to do 4 repeats of it, and then the other block you needed to do 8. So I decided to get my chain piecing on, but thankfully I decided to just do one of the finished blocks first before I went ahead and chain pieced them all. My seam ripper got a big workout in this project, absolutely did. So thankfully I did only do one block before realising my mistake, but I'm going to show you some photos, because even after realising I'd done it wrong and unpicking it and resewing it, as you can see here, I did it again and realised it was wrong again. I don't know how I managed to do that, I really don't. And then you can see here, I also did it yet again wrong. You can see that one on the left was wrong. So attempt number 3, third time lucky, as they say, I actually managed to finally finish these 4 blocks, and boy, that was a challenge. So I would say well over an hour just trying to sew these pieces together. So now I'm on the one where we need 8 repetitions. I've not shown you all of those in details, but you can see here all of the finished blocks, and it is impressive, I must admit. It is worth all of the hard work, even if I've gone a little bit wonky, as I always do on this pattern. This is it laid out on my floor because it's way too big for my little craft desk, and it's just a shame that I have gone a little bit wonky on these on the background fabric, the yellow. I really wish though they hadn't have had all these little pieces. I don't know why we couldn't have cut out the yellow triangles to size, for example. It would have made my life a lot easier, and I'm sure everyone else's. It's definitely not cut to size here. I'm not even going to try and measure it, I'll be honest. The finished size is the finished size. I do love the pattern placement in the end. This is absolutely, if this had been a smaller one, it would absolutely be top there of one of my favourites. Favourite thing about this one? Getting it finished. It was a mammoth task, so I'm looking forward to doing a more simpler project next. I hope you enjoyed seeing my very quick run through of this enormous project that probably took over 5 hours in total. But if you've done it as well, you'll know the pain and the pleasure of getting this one finished. If you're still watching this video to the end, thank you very much. I hope you have a great crafting weekend.